Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Flat Tire Dan. I know, it's been a bit since we've seen you, but as you can see, we are camping again. We are at Jim Thorpe Camping Resort, right outside of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. As you can see, the site's a little tight and wasn't exactly level, but it's camping. So all kinds of stuff to catch up on you with. As you can hear, it's busy here, dogs and people. All kinds of stuff to catch up on you with. New kayak, whole new episode just on that. We got the dually here, right? We got all kinds of accessories that we're installing on the truck as soon as I'm done wrapping this up. Whole different episode on that, I think. But anyway, a ton of stuff to catch up on. As always, good to see you guys. And we got some cool stuff planned for this weekend. Assuming the weather holds out, we'll bring you along. We'll check in with you a little later. A little rainy here Saturday morning, so we're taking a little walk across this bridge here. This is actually at the lower end of Jim Thorpe Camping Resort. Kind of sweet, really old school campground, like a little snug, not the levelest sites, but a lot of woodsy spots and quirky little ice cream houses and bath houses and stuff. And then I think this is some type of trail that either that way or that way is Malchuk Lake. I think it's that way, which we're gonna visit later today. But kind of neat. Campground just kind of flows downhill into this space here. Little bench there. Hey everybody, so this is the entrance to the Appalachian Trail right outside of, I guess, Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Trying to trip me up again. And this is the entrance to Bake Oven Knob, which is it's a short trail to a couple of scenic overlooks that we're going to go check out, but then the Appalachian Trail itself continues on and on. But if you follow us on the channel, you would remember that back in the winter, we tried to come here, but the roads coming here are not serviced in the winter. So they were all one big giant sheet of ice. So we couldn't get here. But we were able to get here today. And it's a couple miles down this trail to the scenic overlooks, and then we'll probably keep going. It's a little rainy, but whatever. Triton appears to be waterproof, so let's see if we can get some good views today. So I have to say, it hasn't been the easiest mile or so to get here. This has been pretty much what it is like boulders the entire way. There is kind of a trail, but we haven't seen this yet. So I figured we'd walk out there together. This is the south overlook. Try not to slip. Rainy and wet. Triton's doing a great job not falling. But we're about to see this for the first time with you guys, although the fog's probably not going to help. Come on, bud. Come on. Here we go. Up over the edge. We have a bird identification chart. All right, Triton, out here. Let's see what's up. Yeah, we can't see anything other than clouds, but I think we're like 10,000 feet in the air. cloud cover everywhere. It's cool though. We're up here. You can kind of see it here. So we're headed the opposite direction now, away from Bake Oven Knob, because we just kept going up and up, and it kept getting cloudier and rockier. So we decided to head the other way on the Appalachian Trail. That's where we're hiking today, the trail that goes from Georgia to Maine. We're just doing it in bits and pieces, right? But there are a lot of people that do the whole trail. And the picture you just saw are two hikers who have done the whole trail, and in their spare time, they set up that little like tent station at these different crossroads to give people food and drink. Doesn't matter if you're hiking the whole trail or not, but it's intended for people who are doing long distance hiking. Today they're making breakfast burritos. So I found that pretty cool. I guess, you know, like anything else, hiking is a little community and they look out for each other. But we're headed to something called Knife's Edge, which from what I understand is going to be not as scenic because of the clouds, but something different. So we're heading down the trail. We'll see you there. So this appears to be a campsite that hikers hiking from Georgia to Maine, or somewhere in between, would use on their path, right? Fire pit, some sticks, some clear area. And I remember somebody explaining to me it's good, especially in the winter, to camp at the base of one of these big giant rock formations because it keeps the wind out of your campsite. But yeah, this looks like a little spot where they would stop for the night. I have to look into this Appalachian Trail thing a little further. I can tell you what, they don't make these vistas easy to get to, but we made it to Knife's Edge Vista. Which is way down there. And then way out there that we can't see because of the fog. And it's raining and it feels good. And Triton's a good boy. I was surprised he actually made it through this over here. We took our time and I didn't push him anywhere he wasn't comfortable going. It's as far as we go though. We're heading back. Hey everyone, Sunday morning, Jim Thorpe Camping Resort, and we are in the camper because it's raining pretty good out and it's just too noisy with the canopy to record outside to do our little weekend wrap up. I was watching the Phillies game yesterday and the announcer said that in the Northeast area it has rained 8 consecutive weekends, which is a record by 3 weekends. So I feel your pain, but we were able to get in some fun stuff while we were here. So if you follow us on Instagram, flat_tire_Dan, or on our Facebook page, Flat Tire Dan, you would have seen we posted yesterday that the plan for this weekend was camping here, hiking on the Appalachian Trail, which we got into yesterday, and then we were planning on getting out to kayak in our new kayak, which you saw at the beginning of this episode, at Malchunk Lake this morning, because the forecast was just for a little drizzle. Well, that has changed. It's raining really hard out. I'm just waiting for it to pass a little bit before we start wrapping up camp. So we will get out on the new kayak and bring that to you as soon as the weather allows. But just to do the quick weekend wrap up like we like to do from camp here, Jim Thorpe Camping Resort, I mentioned in the beginning, cool old school campground, reasonably priced, near Jim Thorpe, which is really cool. A lot of stuff to do here. It's just snug. The sites are kind of small and it's tight getting in and out. So if you're new to towing your camper around, you're not comfortable in tight spots, this might not be the spot for you. But other than that, We've had a really good time here. The people have been great. The girls kept the ice cream place open a little late for Triton and I last night, so really happy. We'll probably come back because we want to kayak the lake. Appalachian Trail. So we hiked an area that we wanted to over the winter and couldn't get to, Bake Oven Knob, which is sort of a scenic kind of overlook. And you saw that yesterday, not very scenic with the cloud cover, but at least it had stopped raining for a while. And then we also did Knife's Edge, which is the other way on the Appalachian Trail. And that's something I think I want to get into a little more, is hiking the area, at least of the Appalachian Trail, that's local to us. We met some guys yesterday that had been hiking from Georgia all the way to Maine. Really interesting people. So I think we want to explore that a little more over the course of this summer. So great hiking. We had a great day out yesterday. The rain held up. I mean, basically it's been pretty nice. Friday night it didn't rain. It was off and on yesterday, but nothing heavy. Last night was nice. And then today it's just kind of raining and raining hard, and I hope it lets up long enough so that I can break down camp without getting soaking wet. But as always, thanks for coming along. Really enjoy bringing this stuff to you guys. I am going to do an entire episode, some stuff you've seen this weekend, the new kayak, the new rack system, including the kayak rack for the dually. I think I'll do those in one episode, kind of introduce you guys to both of those setups here in the next week or two. So thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next one.